Hey KC family, today I'm going to show you guys a very quick video. I'm going to show you how to make one of my favorite, easiest, most delicious sauces you can make. And this sauce, you can use it on anything really. It's delicious, and believe it or not, just plain rice or rice and peas, or on patties, like a burger patty kind of idea. Any kind of loaf, whether it's lentil loaf, I suppose meatloaf. I don't eat meat, but I remember meat. So yeah, basically use this sauce on just about any savory dish like fish or whatever you plan on eating. It's very easy to do. Let's get started. Oh, and by the way, I'm doing this dish because, like I said, guys, I have a ton of tomatoes, like a lot of tomatoes from my garden, and I'm trying to use them up. Okay, so this is one way I found to make use of all those tomatoes before they spoil. So here we go. So here, first thing you'll need, and I've already done this for you guys. Let me just get my knife out of the way. So the first thing you need to do is to chop up your ingredients. There are literally 5 ingredients in total, I guess. Or if you don't want to count garlic, 3 main ingredients. It's that easy. So I've got it all chopped up here. Just finished doing that for you. First thing you use are these, you know what, I'm going to go over here because it's brighter, and I'll be over here in a sec anyhow. So the first thing you need is tomatoes. This does not have to be grape tomatoes, but that just so happens to be the tomato I have a lot of in my from my balcony garden. These are grape tomatoes. You can use plum tomatoes, whatever tomato you've got, as long as it's juicy and delicious, okay? Whether it's yellow tomatoes, it doesn't matter. As long as it's nice, sweet, and juicy. Just chop them up. I've just chopped the grape tomatoes in half each. Okay, and there's about a cupful, I suppose, approximately 1 cupful of chopped tomatoes. Over here, I've got some mushrooms. Just you can use white mushrooms, portobello mushrooms, any kind of mushroom that you love, I think should work in here. I would not recommend you try a very strong flavored mushroom. Something mild, okay? And over here, I have 1 medium onion. Basically, this dish is onion, tomatoes, and mushrooms. And you can also do this dish, guys, I've done it most of the time with just onions, tomatoes, and garlic. Okay, that's it. And you need some oil in your pot. So what I'm using this pot, as you can see, it's got crumbs or whatever at the bottom, because I just finished frying up these burger patties and slightly burned the one on top, as you can see. But anyway, it still tastes good. Anyway, and I'm using the, you know, the crumbs or the leftover stuff from frying up the patties. That's a stuck, not really stuck, but it's at the bottom of the pot. This is a non-stick pot. And I've added just now a little bit of olive oil, maybe a tablespoonful. That's it. And guys, it's that simple. So all you gotta do, get your heat on high. This is one of the few times I'll tell you to start off on high heat. And once your oil, your pot, you know, has gotten hot, you're going to add in the onions, okay? Now, you can make this with either fresh garlic or garlic powder. I have fresh garlic. I didn't feel like chopping fresh garlic, so I'm using just, you know, garlic powder. Okay, but you can chop fresh garlic as well. I would say a clove or 2 or 3. I wouldn't go more than 3 cloves unless you want garlic sauce, right? Because garlic is strong. So basically, once this is hot, I'll come right back and I'll show you. You just add your ingredients. It's already starting to sizzle. I can hear it, but I'll come back when it's there, okay? It is now hot. So first thing you're gonna do, add in your onions to saute. And guys, this sauce does not really take a lot of time either, okay? And you don't need to chop the onions in any particular style, you know, whatever way you want to chop it. All I did was slice lengthwise on the onion, and then I just cut it in half after that. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm choking on the pepper I was using earlier. So you just let the onion saute for a bit. And the reason I didn't wash out the pan after I fried out the patties in there, the burgers, and these are veggie burgers, by the way, guys. My favorite veggie burgers. I get them, it's a Gardein brand. Okay. Now see what I was saying, the reason I didn't wash out the pan is because the crumbs, or I guess you call it drippings in a way, from the burger gives this sauce an extra little something, right? Extra flavor, and flavor never hurts, guys. Can't have too much flavor. Of course, you don't have to do that. You can just do this with, just oil starting out. So you let that saute for a bit. And as you can see, hope you can see that, the onions are starting to get a nice caramelly color to them. See that? And that is what you're looking for, because that means you've got flavor. You got, when you caramelize anything a little bit, it's got extra yumminess to it. And I've got this to medium-high heat, okay? I got my stove, I should say, on medium-high heat. Next, when you've got your onions a little bit caramelized like this, you don't have to make them like extremely caramelized, guys. Just add in your mushrooms. And remember, you don't really need water for this dish when you've got mushrooms and tomatoes, because they make their own water, right? But if you find it's a little dry, I'll see how mine goes. You can just add a touch of water to this. I wish you guys could smell this. So good, so good, so good. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to cover this for a minute to trap the heat in there. Okay. I'm going to crank up the heat to high. And this is going to make this cook faster. The trick to this dish tasting really good, I find, is to cook everything really fast so that the flavors just pop, right? So your onions are not going to be all mushy and gross when you're done, and your tomatoes are not going to totally fall apart. You'll still have parts, of the whole stuck, with the dish when you're done. It's not going to go to mush. Okay. So when this is sauteed for a few minutes, then you're going to add your tomatoes. So I'll be right back with that. It's been about 2 minutes, maybe 3. Okay. I'm going to remove the lid now. Oh, the smell, guys. Oh my goodness, the smell is so delicious smelling. I'll set my lid aside. And the next thing I'm going to add in is my garlic powder, okay? And you just go to taste. I love garlic, as you can tell. I literally just covered the whole surface of everything with garlic powder. Okay. And if you guys remember from my previous videos, I have an addiction to pepper. So I've got my giant bag of pepper flakes. These are hot, guys, so if you're afraid of heat, don't put these in. But I like some bite in my food. And this is cayenne pepper flakes. So these are actually good for you guys. Good for the digestive system. Okay, so I got my pepper and my garlic in there. You're also going to add your tomatoes at this point, because your mushrooms have cooked down a bit and everything is starting to come together nicely. So at this point, you're going to add in your chopped tomatoes. Okay. So now you've added all your major ingredients, and right now all you have to do is season up everything. So you're gonna add some salt to taste, okay? I just shake the salt in with my salt shaker. I find this is the best way not to eat too much salt. Next, you're going to add in some dried parsley. If you have fresh parsley, you know, it would be delicious in here as well. Actually, it tastes even better if you had fresh, but I don't, so I'm using dry. I'm going to turn my heat back down a little bit to medium. Stir everything in. So this is not as moist as I would want it to be. So at this point, I'm going to put a little bit of water in there. Okay, so I got my Brita as usual. Just a little to just kind of bring everything together. Just like that. I find as well a little bit of soy sauce, okay, in the dish makes it taste even better. Now adjust your soy sauce based on, you know, the kind you're using. I use the one that is lower in salt. If you have a high salt soy sauce, either reduce the salt you would put in earlier or reduce the soy sauce so everything balances out, so you don't end up with a salty dish, right? Okay, so this is going nicely. I'm going to add one more thing in here, which is now in my previous video I should mention, you guys heard me talking about the herbs that I have in my balcony garden, and I will be posting a video on how I freeze and preserve my herbs. I've already done some before, so I'm going to grab some of that out of my freezer and I'm going to use that in here. Okay, you guys see that? There's my very large bag of whole frozen Italian basil leaves. Okay, so all I do, see, this is very simple. Just open the bag and break off chunks of leaves. Okay, and guess what? You don't have to chop it, because when you open the bag and fish it out, it all kind of crumbles because it's frozen solid, right? This is my favorite way to use my garden herbs, and you can tear it with your hands, whatever works for you, right? That's it. And you can smell that summer goodness that's locked into the frozen herbs. All right, I'm gonna put some more because I love basil. Okay. Oops, that landed the wrong spot. Okay. And basically, guys, this is it. I mean, you kind of let your herbs and your tomatoes and your onions get to know each other better. You know, just kind of simmer down together, your mushrooms, everybody. And I'm going to put the lid on it, give it a few minutes. I would say no more than 5 minutes is really needed. All right. I'm going to put the lid on for a sec. And when it's finished, I'll show you guys, okay? Be right back. Okay guys, it's been about 4 minutes. So that the sauce is simmered for. And it is finished. Ooh, that's hot. And that's it, guys. See that? So simple, so delicious, and it's very healthy, okay? Now remember, you don't have to put as much pepper as I have in here. You guys know I love pepper. So eliminate the pepper, or, you know, don't add or add more, whatever you want to do, okay? And then you can just serve this on any, let me just bring you guys over here so you can see what I'm doing. There we go. I'm just pouring it out in a bowl here. And this is how you would store or serve it. And I'll just be topping off my burgers with this sauce. And that's it. Now, of course, give it a taste. Make sure your seasonings are just right for your taste. Okay. And that's it, guys. Simple, delicious. Tomatoes, mushrooms, onions, some garlic, herbs, a pinch of water if you need it, and that's it. Beautiful sauce. Try it out. Let me know, guys. I'll see you next time. God bless you. God loves you. I love you. And don't forget, love each other. Love your neighbor. Okay? Bye-bye. See you next time.